So I've been coming to the Sound Spa since July. They have this beautiful location. It's all built out. The rooms are soundproofed, so you don't hear the outside noise like the ambulance if it decides to go up the street. I find myself coming more and more. It keeps me relaxed. It helps with my overall health. When I meditate, I will go to sleep because I can calm myself that much. And I just think it is so relaxing and so helpful to your heart rate, to your mind, just to relax. My first time here, I was very excited of the possibilities. Of course, it was new to me. It was something I wasn't sure what was going to happen, how it was going to work, but I immediately fell in love with the Sound Spa. I am, and most people that know me know that I am an AFib patient, and what that is, irregular heartbeats. So on an irregular heartbeat, your heart jumps out of rhythm. Some people can live with it, and some people will have AFib that is below 100 beats a minute. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those people. My heart rate is usually 130 all the way up to at least 160, and that is just to walk across the room and go to the bathroom. So it's very important to me to keep my heart rate down. It's also a disease that unfortunately gets worse with age. The older you get, the more often you have it, or you could have it. And I've found by coming to the Sound Spa, it's better than any kind of medication they've ever given me for AFib, and it keeps my heart rate low. It just keeps me in a more relaxed state for at least 2 to 3, maybe even a week after I've been here. I was not expecting it. It was just one of the great benefits of coming here. I monitor my heart rate with my Apple Watch, and I do watch it, but I personally can feel when my heart rate gets elevated and when it doesn't. Also, my AFib will wake me up out of my sleep. A lot of people, that doesn't happen for them. They can't tell when they're in AFib. I've been blessed with the fact that I can tell immediately when I'm in AFib. And there's so many different reasons you can go into AFib, and out of the blue, I could go into AFib. And it could be, oh yeah, I shouldn't have done that, but you're not thinking about it when you do it. Yeah, it's a terrible thing to have to live with, but the Sound Spa, I love it. I drive 25 minutes to get here, and it's worth every minute because it is amazing. It really is. My stress level is high. I'm in a very high stress position. In case you guys didn't know it, real estate is very stressful because you have people that are in the most stressful time of their lives trying to move to a new home, and it's an extremely stressful job. So please make sure you thank your realtor and that you really appreciate everything they do for you. Being in real estate is very stressful. It helps just keeping you relaxed, keeping you out of the fight and flight mode. You don't want to be in that. That's like the start of all disease. So if you can stay out of that emotional state, and this Sound Spa does help you do that. If you can stay out of that emotional state, stay relaxed, stay calm, it's truly healing to your entire body. After I've been to the Sound Spa, I just have a whole new outlook on life. I'm so much more calm. I'm able to handle the stress of the everyday stress of real estate. It just makes you slow down, and everybody needs to slow down in this world. So it just keeps you calm. So yes, when a problem comes up and it's on fire, which in real estate, every day something's on fire. So it just makes you handle all those fires much easier. I think that the Sound Spa would help everyone. Anybody who's a high stress, anybody who has emotional problems, anybody dealing with grief, anybody who has health problems. The sound vibration helps the body and what's going on inside the body. I think everybody should at least try the Sound Spa. And then secondly, it is very hard to try to explain this to your friends and family because they don't understand it. When you try to explain it to them and you try to tell them, they don't get it. And so my thing is, you just have to experience. You just have to come in and experience it for yourself. So now, instead of trying to tell my friends and family about it, I just bring them along. My husband's been here and he gets it now. He gets it why I come here, and he understands what it does for me. I've been trying to tell some other people in the family, some friends. I just drag them along Because until you experience it, you're not going to understand what it can truly do for you emotionally, mentally, and for your health. I don't know if I'm not explaining it correctly or if they just don't get it. It's so soothing, the sounds and the bowls and the gongs. It is so relaxing and so soothing. But again, I'm just going to drag people with me, because until you actually experience it for yourself, do yourself a favor and get in here and experience it, because until you experience for yourself, no one can explain it to you, because you're just not going to understand. The staff here at the Sound Spa is so inviting. They're so relaxing because they get to do this every day. So they're calm, cool, collected. They're very, very welcoming. Their presence and their personality makes you want to come in. The other thing is, when I'm here and I'm enjoying the Sound Spa, and there's a certain tone that they give when it's almost over, and I will find myself the last 15 minutes going, oh, don't make that sound, don't make that sound, don't make that sound, because I can lay here for 2 hours easy and just immerse myself in the sound, and it's just that amazing. It really is. So yes, I find myself tightening up. Don't make that sound. I don't want that sound yet. I would say within the last 6 months or so, I've been dealing with a lot of family stress, and it's been very difficult to deal with. Coming to the Sound Spa makes me feel 100% better, and although it doesn't solve the problem, it does help me relax and be able to deal with it easier. It helps me get on with my day. It calms me. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me unupset about the situation. So I find that's necessary for me to come to the Sound Spa on those days. And I have came here. That's probably one of the few times I've been here at 7 o'clock in the night, because normally I'm getting ready for bed. But if I've had a really rough day with the family, you'll see me here at 7 o'clock. So I'm like, it's time to go to the Sound Spa. Just to feel better, just to feel better. And the staff is just phenomenal. They're all have such a welcoming and warm personality. And you get that from the moment you walk in the door to the moment you walk out. So it's not only the sounds and the instruments, but it's also the staff. When I first started coming here, the first several times I was here, Linda was the facilitator of the sounds. And I will tell you that Linda is like the mom of the Sound Spa. She's so grounded, so relaxed. Her whole being is all about being relaxed, being grounded. You could tell that lady anything and she would console you. She's just such an amazing lady. She is the whole being of who you want to be when you walk out of here. She's so calm. I love Linda. Linda's amazing.